Okay. Honorable Mbadi, before we can put the questions, Honorable Kinyikals.
Madam Chair, I'm a bit disturbed with the reasoning by the chair of the Finance Committee when it tells us that we should just leave the withholding tax on digital content monetization. And actually, are you proposing even to make it at 20%? And then you are telling us that at the end of the year, then they will file returns and maybe refund it. Why would we owe them money? Why do you want to keep someone's money for the whole year? These are strugglers. These are the hustlers. Imagine. These are the real hustlers, not the, not the ones you are pretending to be hustlers. These chair are the real hustlers. These people who are involved in digital content. So don't keep their money. My view is we must lower this withholding tax to 5%. Yes. But where is that in the bill? I'm not seeing. Yeah, what I'm seeing here is totally different. Maybe chair should...
Let me give the chair a chance to respond to that before I let Honorable Oundo speak.
So, Honorable Chair, for starters, what is proposed in the bill is withholding tax of 15%. After listening to these digital content creators, they actually said, why are you charging us 15%? Like we are not like the other professionals, like lawyers, accountants, all these management fees, the withholding tax to them is 5%. So we have made them at par at 5%. However, and I want to explain now the bit about now when it comes to the end of the year. For example, you might have earned an income through digital content monetization that is below the taxable threshold of 24,000 as per the income tax. So that allows you, if you want, again, it's optional. If you want, at the end of the year, when you're filing your returns, and if you declare that I actually earned this amount of money in the course of the year, and 5% withholding tax was withheld from me as this particular income, then that particular income will be subject, plus any other incomes that you get, will be subject to income tax as per the Income Tax Act and as per those particular tax bands. The same thing that applies to management fees. If a doctor goes and is paid consultancy fees, then, and that money is withheld, they're allowed to sort of claim that at the end of the year as an advance tax and apply the tax bracket, the tax bands as per the Income Tax Act. I think that I think now we are together as CPA Bandi. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Yes, Honorable Mbadi has now considered on that one. Honorable Oundo.
Chair, I think there's a bit more confusion, and probably the confusion could arise from the way the supplementary order paper is presented, or for those of us who have not adequate background in accounting. When you go to page 592 on R, in case of digital content monetization, 20% of the gross amount, and then again you go to the next page, we are getting from 15% to 5%. It needs to be very clear. Not everybody, not all Kenyans will have this. Not even the journalists who will report tomorrow will be able to distinguish what's exactly being talked about here. Probably the chair needs to be very clear. When does the 20% applied? When is the 5% applied? Because you remember in clause 2, we raised that concern that this is an nascent industry, should have left it to flourish before we punish it heavily as we are proposing to punish. But let me just clarify, the 20% and the 5% for purposes of those who are not here and who do not understand.
Honorable Chair, do you want to wait to give two people, then you can respond once? Okay.
Honorable Chair, if an Honorable Oundo, through the Honorable Chair, if you take page 593 of the order paper, that clause D, and I read verbatim, in subparagraph 7, in the proposed paragraph M, by deleting the word 15 and substituting, therefore, the word 5. So we are substituting 15% with 5%. The consequence of that is that the withholding tax that's going to be held to digital content monetization is therefore going to be 5% and not 15% as per the supplementary order paper.
Thank you, Chairperson. I think Honorable Robert Basil, I've seen you. Let me just give Mudhoni wa Mushomba, member for Githunguri, and then I come to you.
Thank you, Chair. I want to put more weight on this confusion that has been created between the 5 and the 15% on the two different pages as cited by Honorable Oudo. While I put more weight on that confusion, which I think needs to be clarified, Honorable Chair, I honestly feel that the people who are heavily involved in digital monetization are the young people. And these are people, most of them who play within the age of below 35 years. This is the AGPO group, the group that we call affirmative group, the AGPO. So dealing with this category of Kenyans as any other body of professionals and charging them or imposing on them the 15% down to 5%, I still feel we are not being very fair to this category of digital monetizers. And therefore, I still feel that this bill needs to be probably maybe relooked at more, if possible, so that we can take care of this asset industry, the growing category of industry. Thank you.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Robert Basil, member for Yatta. I'll come to you.
Thank you, Chair. I'm actually looking at the individual